Today, I am going to talk to you about a very important topic. And for me, personal development is something that cuts across. Akwadao, penyo. Yensua die enwe wo wiase. Ba adusua wo yenye den, yensua nye den enwe. It's not for the purpose of the qualifications, but it is for the knowledge that we get and the skills that we add to ourselves. I tell you this simple thing. The illiterates of the 21st century, okay, are the people who refuse to learn, to unlearn, in order to relearn. In other words, in addition beyond IT, for example, a time will come once a day wesiano ne ye nyusu biem. Wow. A bedroom may be ne at the forefront side aba. And it means that the wesiano say adapt you cannot move forward. I'm giving an example of a corporate world. I remember so well that a time comes once and peniphobia tsnaho ache. Oma ye juma no ache omotefa kosa. Omoha na young lady and a young gentleman be aba no abesa omo to the next near promoter no. Because some of them believe they are born before computer. And to their computer abasi they are bare for 4 and yoma. But na yema minimum munko school. Then could be catch us on which me was up here. Kebi anka unjindi. And then my brother. Sorry, no fake news. I hold you to me now. Forward for the idea. But what I'm just trying to say is that these, our old folks, are even adapting to what? Technology. And now, there are so many of us today. It will surprise you. Say newspaper, the Daily Graphic. And so they are called a Tiffany and now for Koba in ano yete. Because of social media. Enti the personal development angle na was ye na ye free ne say ewiase ha no usua adea na se okoso esua adea fa ne say ye value bi na ode ye den e kan ho fa ne say o level wa brabo no level number 3 de unim no number 3 Usia de ne de wo ko anim ko level number 4, level number 5. Professional courses be attend some seminars. So what I want you to look at in terms of personal development, and say, in this life, your viewpoint determines your point of view. Sisi amejina hai, me too many a me who care university. Not because a KNUST anyhow, KNUST ewohopa. But my viewpoint, which is the angle from which I'm perceiving KNUST, I am physically, geographically limited to see KNUST from here. By virtue of the fact that me ban me fa KNUST de buy into many who KNUST, into minim se. I cannot see it. It does not nullify the existence of what? KNUST. It means KNUST is still there. That is an acquired knowledge I have. Irrespective of my current viewpoint, it still does not limit me. But obia, ni wiase nyina no ofri ahensan no ba kote. Ahensan no ba kote. The person cannot perceive it. You can describe it. It is so be our own two kinda. Now we'll describe abrochrache no. Abroche no nimni na yedu film. So the point in here is that each time you move a step further into developing yourself, okay, what you are actually doing is you are enhancing your perception. You are enhancing your way of seeing things. You are increasing your ability to comprehend. You are increasing your ability to eventually add value to the problems around you. Those who design this, imagine say, yeah, I'll be a graphic designer. No matter how you want this to be done, so obi anim ya yentumenye, Anna. So one thing that you need to do in your personal development, first and foremost, hunu say it is a continuous development. Make sure, say, at least for nothing at all, there be every 3 days, every week, you are reading something that adds value to yourself. So personal development has to be intentional. It doesn't just happen. And then I'll be honest with you, one of the women I'm so proud of, a lady who worked as a cleaner. When I traveled out of the country, maybe back, then she was in administration. In other words, or paper, a form, a year. I know who say me to me koye course we a diploma way into all year jumana no ye diploma no. All year na no koye top up no nya degree into koye secretariat course be and then or the year no do nya degree. Then vacancy be by no apply no more far no. And then she's even done a master's. This is a woman and can naturally can be a level as say on going to mean then Andrew ho. One of the key gentlemen I know who now this guy through adding value to himself and then became the main focal person. So what am I trying to say? Say obia na only background impo etumi di bikan ho etumi achieve bibia. Then you who already have, it means that nothing is actually impossible for you. And first and foremost, Mame Mountia say, you don't have to be an intelligent person to personally develop yourself. So if you are even a smart person, then you work towards becoming an A student. So personal development is something that in 2 ways I want you to put it down. You have to be intentional with personal development. In other words, you can live your life by default or you can live your life by design. When I say that you are living your life by default, it means you are allowing things to just happen. And then on planning with day, it's not unim dear way. What do you want to be in the next 2 years, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, in the next 20 years? Unim, you have no plan. And if you don't have any plan, how can you have an action plan? And if you don't have any action plan, how can you have actions? And if you don't have any action, how are you going to evaluate your progress? Let me tell you something. To the man who is going nowhere, every place is a destination. Because but if I know exactly where I am going, what you have to do is say, it does not happen by chance. For you to become a better person, it doesn't happen by chance. And now, 30 years, I can tell you, I have a plan for 30 years. I have a plan for 50 years. I have a plan for 10 years. I have a plan for 2 years. I have a plan for the month of July. My whole life is lived by design. In other words, I've lined up my things and I know what I'm doing and where I'm going. Is that you cannot live your life to chance. Personal development is a deliberate action that you take. So let me tell you something. If you want to be a good leader, then it means that you have to start reading good words, books. But the fact of the matter is that if you're a man on a journey, you never would be complacent of kakra we achieving. Let me tell you, obi on a level. I hope you are getting it. So at one place, you are oga. At another place, unyobia. And if you are a man of vision, then personal development is the way to go. Let me tell you something. There are a lot of things, especially to the young people. There are so many things that we do not teach at school. Recently, I did a financial master class with A-Zone. We did it through the Zoom. And some of the things that we're teaching about money, the value of money, we don't teach them at school. In school, you better money in economics. We'll talk to you about the functions of money. We'll talk to you about the properties of money. But nobody will talk to you about the principles of money. Nobody will tell you about wealth creation or wealth accumulation. Nobody will talk to you about wealth velocity or wealth acceleration. Nobody will explain all these things to you. Some of these things are not even taught at school. So you yourself you have to take deliberate actions in order to get there. So the first point I want you to make and write in your notes is that you cannot go anywhere that you have not determined in the first place. So first and foremost, you have to determine your destination. Also, utumi say, this is the level I want to reach in life. Abrabono, I was set a certain target for yourself. There is this popular saying. It says that shoot for the sun. Shoot for it. If you miss it, you land among what? The stars. If you set easy targets for yourself, you reach it. But you wouldn't go far in life. The world we are moving in, so what am I I'm being honest with you. A man for kuta certificate to Ghana to the extent say one back a first degree graduate, it would not even be an option for you. The world is getting competitive. Let me tell you, it's getting what? Competitive. And now who do certificate to people are learning. People are building themselves. So personal development should not be an option for you, young lady. It should not be an option for you, young man. You need to determine where you want to go. Set that goal for yourself. Say, ahana me pese mi drew ewa brabo. And don't set a low what? Target. A very tough target. At least you get close. The second thing in life is this. They tell you that if you want to go fast, it's an African proverb. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, you should do what? Go with somebody. Most important thing is that just plan it, okay? Make sure that you set targets that are way above. Don't do it alone. You can never survive with time. You need to be part of a group like A-Zone. You need people that will join forces with you. People are the people you surround yourself with. For me, the second thing is that you should know that you cannot achieve it alone. The third most important thing about personal development is the fact that know that every single human being who does not make the progress towards adding value, automatically with time you are becoming obsolete. Obsolete in the sense that skills, okay? You have to do everything to catch up with modern technology. And to have it at the back of your mind is that make sure that your personal development is a key goal for you and that you are always working to get better.